Welcome to the Imperium Forex daily video. Before we begin, it should be noted that any advice is of a general nature only and that your personal circumstances have not been taken into consideration. Hello everyone, my name is Rob Clayton and thank you very much for joining me. To start today's webinar, the Australian dollar bull's determination to take prices higher seems to have failed, and with the current price action taking out the 78.30 support this morning, now looks towards 78.15 minor and 77.80 to 77.20 as an objective. Any fresh gains towards the upside should find resistance around 78.70. Now from the technical implications, I do support a further decline. So any advantage is an opportunity to add to shorts or to apply new shorts. The price action for the US dollar overnight gained further momentum and printed a high of 93.57. Since recapturing the 93 handle, the market is held relatively bullish. Now what has triggered the market is the fact that President Trump yesterday came out and said that he preferred Stanford economist John Taylor as the next leader of the Federal Reserve and to replace Janet Yellen. Taylor is regarded as one of the most, or should I say, more hawkish candidates under consideration. And if that's the case, then we could see further potential hikes a little bit more suggested than Janet Yellen is viewing. So we'll keep a very close watch to see who takes that chair. The euro still maintains a very conservative decline. Nevertheless, took out 117.50 support, and I am now looking down towards 117.25 to 116.80. If the US dollar does keep on the path to that bullish case, then we should see further pressure to the euro. The dollar yen case still relatively well is bullish since rebounding of 111.60. My target to the upside was 112.45. Well, we did get to 46 overnight before declining. As long as we don't get a close under the 112 handle, then I'm supportive to see further tests to the top side, which could extend up towards 113. Still keep in consideration, if you are long, to maintain your stop in case we see a break of 112. Then this would actually give concerns to 111.60 and see how it plays from there. Technically, we are slowly developing into a bullish case, which does support my view up towards 113. The pound overnight slipped after an unexpected, well, should I say, on expectations for a 3% CPI number. Now, this number was slightly firmer than a year ago, and this marks the fastest rise in inflation since April 2012. This should now crank up the pressure on the Bank of England to hike interest rates next month to curb inflation. However, the Bank of England did come out and say, or should I say Mark Carney, said that inflation has not yet peaked after hitting a 5-year high. Nevertheless, to curb inflation, it may need to actually raise rates. From a technical point, as long as we remain above 130.120, then I am bullish up to 132 to 133. However, if we fail to get that increase to the upside and we break 131.20, then this would expose 130.60 and reassess from there. Gold weakens further overnight, mainly on the back of a rise in the US dollar and growing speculations that the next head of the Federal Reserve will be, as I mentioned, from Donald Trump's preferred candidate is Stanford economist John Taylor. Now, from a technical point, as long as we remain under 81 to 83, I favour the move up towards 89 to 96. If we get a break of 81, then this will give further bearish concerns and could look down towards a target of 76 to 1,270. But let's see how the next 24 hours plays out. Oil, I'm still bullish, and I still like the case up towards $52.65.70. Any pullback should find support around 51.5. I'm not overly bearish on oil, but I do expect to see further gains. Now, break above 52.60 could see a rise up to $54 a barrel. And to wrap up with silver. At the moment, the market is still playing with the range of 116.80 to 117.25 since the rejection of 45. I do regard demand to come back from 116.80 and eventually see a rebound back up towards the recent highs and reassess from there. So that wraps up my daily video. Thank you very much for joining me, and I hope you have a wonderful day that's ahead of you.